Hey booktubers, it's Ashley at Bookish Film, and you're probably going to see me in the same outfit. I am filming about 3 or 4 videos, and I just do not have the energy to change right now. I'm so tired, got off work, and I'm exhausted. So today I'm coming at you with a booktube discussion, and this is in reference to a lot of things that have been going on in the booktube community lately. As everyone probably is aware of, the video was posted regarding diversity, and in answer to this video, the booktube community has united as a stronghold, and we are now hoping to push the or encourage the reading of more diverse books, and also through the Diversathon, Readathon, which of course is going to be probably taking place by the time that this video is uploaded. Now, one thing that I did notice is that it wasn't everybody that was necessarily participating in the encouragement of reading diversely and the encouragement of this diversathon. And what I mean by that is that there are, and I'm trying to find the right way to say this, there are individuals who have a certain level or power of influence in the booktube community that are not speaking about this topic at all. Now, I'm not saying that they have to necessarily, but it brings about the question of, if you have that much of a following, how should you use that following to the advantage of the community? Should you just be a bystander and not discuss what is a very important issue in our community? Or should you use your power of influence to encourage people to do things like read more diversely? And that's kind of a question that I wanted to pose to you guys, because I did make several tweets where I was surprised that, people who have such a stronger influence in the community are not really talking about the topic. And that could just be their own personal reasons for not wanting to get involved, which is understandable to an extent. If you don't want to be involved in the quote unquote, I don't even want to call it drama because I don't think it's drama. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I think everybody has a right to talk about what they want to talk about on their channel and film what they want to film on their channel. But also in the same regards, it's, you if you have this power, or you've been granted this ability to reach a wide range of individuals, why not use that to your advantage? Why stand aside and just kind of almost feel like it, pretending like it's not even happening? And you are big on filming other videos that attract a lot of people, but when it comes to an important issue, it's almost like it's a silence. And I don't want this to be seen as an attack. It really is just a personal question of mine, and something that I wanted to pose to people who have subscribed to my channel and view my channel on a regular basis. At what point should you feel obligated to speak on the behalf of the community if you have a large following, or should you not? And I know that, some people are going to comment and say, well, actually, you can't tell people what to put on their channel. And I'm not trying to, not in the least bit. That's not my intentions at all. I really do believe that you should film and put on your channel whatever you feel like is important content to you. But when you're looking at an issue that affects everybody as readers, is it okay to be just a bystander when you have such a powerful influence on people and individuals that are following you? And I'm not saying that you have to tell them that you have to this, you have to do that, but maybe encourage them and tell them that it's okay to do things like read diversely. It's not wrong to read diversely, because I will stand by that. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's elitist. I don't think there's anything backwards about wanting to read about different perspectives and different types of people. I don't I don't see anything wrong with that, and I'm going to stand by that. But as I was saying, I I'm almost a little disappointed, and I wish I had a better way of putting in this into words because it's almost like I'm dumbfounded and I don't know exactly what to say to get my point across, but I am relatively disappointed that this is not being addressed by people who have um, a larger. I don't want to say fan because it's not fan. I don't consider anybody that subscribes to a channel a fan. You are an encouraging member of of the community that's just interested in what I have to say. When you have such a large subscriber base, I feel like you have so much power to make a difference. And you know, at what point should you not be making a difference, or should you be obligated to make a difference? I don't know. It's just so many thoughts, and this is exactly, and this is interesting because you guys are getting an insight to my thinking process and how I think and how I question things and how I see things, and this is exactly what happens in my head. This is not something that was planned or scripted out. It is literally my thoughts just running wild because I want to understand why it hasn't been addressed on a grander scale, and at what point are our channels, becoming more social activism and not just entertainment, especially in terms of literature, because I feel like literature plays such an important role in the world and in people's lives, and this is what we're all about. But if this is what we're all about and important issues like this are coming up, should they not be addressed? And that's just my thoughts. And I guess if you want to come up with a final question, the final question is, if you have a following, a strong following on a social network, or in the booktube community here on YouTube, um, should you address topics that occur that are changing, how the community views its reading patterns? Should you jump in that conversation? Should you be obligated to? Or, do you feel like people at the end of the day can just, they film what they want to film, they do what they want to do? I feel like I lean more towards the, um, you should speak out. You don't necessarily have to be controversial, but you just encourage positivity in the community, especially when it comes to diverse reading. But at the same time, I also feel like, if it's your channel, you do what you want to do. That's your business, that's your prerogative. But that's just how I feel. I wasn't gonna let. I mean, I'm not a huge booktuber, but I was not going to let this whole entire situation go by and it not be addressed on my channel, especially when I made a video not too long ago about booktube and its lack of diversity. I was not going to let this issue bypass me, and it's an important issue. I mean, so important that you have companies that a lot of these a lot of the more a lot more of the booktubers that have a stronger base, who work with companies like Owlcrate. Owlcrate has made a statement saying that in lieu of what's been happening, they're even pushing to make sure that their boxes include more diverse books and are open to a whole slew of topics instead of what they've been doing before. I mean, if it's getting to that point, or even companies are starting to push, I mean, authors are discussing it, like, it's kind of like, it's not something that everybody should stay quiet on, but that's just me. That's my opinion. It may be an unpopular one, but I just want to get you guys' feedback. Please leave the negativity off of my channel. I don't do it. I don't deal with it. I don't have a nice attitude when it comes to negativity. It's just to get a discussion going about at what point do we have a social obligation to our community, and at what point do we not? So you guys feel free to leave your comments below. I know that was probably a lot of rambling, but it's just something that I needed to get off my chest. I've been thinking about it all day, and I just needed to talk about it, and this was my outlet for talking about it. So even if it doesn't make sense, I understand. But make sure you leave your comments below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, make sure you click the subscribe button. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day.